going on there, guys? We're back with another one. And today we have to talk about Mase and Shannon Sharpe's issue. And Mase has responded to comments Shannon Sharpe made on not Club Shay Shay, on Nightcap, actually responding to what Mase has said about him, talking about run up. And at the end of what Mase said, he definitely said that it was satire only. But Shannon Sharpe is probably at a place, Eddie Griffin said something recently. So he's probably at a place where he feels like everyone's taking a shot to get that algorithm snatch up just by attaching their name to him. So he's rather defensive right now, and that's understandable. The gist of what Mase was saying was, you a big guy. If you think people are just ready to throw punches with you, you're sadly mistaken, and that can turn into a bad situation really fast. I think that's the point Mase was trying to get across. But Shannon right now, he feels like everybody's coming at him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way he responded. Now, I don't think this is going to go too far, but Mase did respond. And one of the things I said that had people upset in the earlier video is I was like, Shannon is very aggressive with like T. Morant, very aggressive with Mike Epps before they resolve their issues. But, when Skip told him to put his glasses back on, he actually picked them up and put them back on. Now, you could say that's a business move. At the same time, certain things you just can't talk to me that way. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, as far as, and it's worked out for Shannon's career, and I ain't saying he shouldn't have handled it like that. But, when it comes to brothers coming at you, your first thought shouldn't be to pull up. Well, pull up just gives like a connotation, or, it gives like a meaning that he's gonna come up aggressive. That's what pull up on somebody mean. If you say pull up, we gotta have a conversation. But leaving it at pull up with his tone and the way he was saying it, kind of leads to aggression. But or leads one to believe he's being aggressive. So without further ado, we're gonna listen to a snippet of what Shannon said, and we're gonna listen to what Mase said. Let's peep it.
Here's the thing: if you think about it, Ocho, I'm coming up on 4 years of having Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
And it's all of a sudden,
yeah.
Even everybody. I mean, there's this pastor that that used to with that I guess now he a gangster pastor. All of a sudden, talking about he wants somebody to pull up.
They got them out there now.
Now all of a sudden, I mean, he gonna do so much. He need to sit his little roly-poly ass down.
Yeah, boy, he chose to target me about the sets and the working out and all that. He called me a fake pastor and all that. I want to address it.
Who called you this? What's going? I'm late to the party. You gotta like.
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to say his name. When we was talking about the dips and the sets and all of that, and Mike Epps.
And Mike Epps.
Yeah.
So, Shannon said something to you?
He called me a fake pastor. Somebody offended to me. I wanted to tell him, put the camera on me. I'm just gonna go, from the jump. Listen, Shannon. I'm not the one to play with. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna take that road. I'm gonna take a different road with you. Listen, let me start with respect and let me end with class, okay? You started out being very aggressive with Ja Morant Pops at a Laker game. If you are for black people, this is not the way to carry yourself. And let me go further than that. You wanted to be tough with Mike Epps, and you settled quicker than Diddy and Cassie. Listen. And thirdly, you call yourself coming at me, right? You want to be aggressive with me, right? Listen, you showed poise, respect, wherewithal, resolve, compassion, reverence for Skip Bayless. Why are you so aggressive anytime somebody black say something? The man said, put your glasses on, and you put your glasses back on. Don't play with me. Put your glasses back on, Shannon. I respect you, and I do not want to go there with you. I respect you. Listen. And he made a statement about me being a fake gangster. It didn't really rub me the wrong way, because as a Disney client, gangster is not something to talk about. So let's just leave that out and stick with
That you a
Disney.
fake gangster?
Yeah, he said I'm a pastor gangster or something like that. And I would tell him, even for your spiritual comment, that was ignorant, because if you know anything about faith, all the people that were apostles and pastors, they died horrific deaths. They went to jail. They were hung upside down. So it's as gangster as you could be when it talks about doing for others and being tough. So you just need to be educated, you know?
Wow.
Yeah. I thought it
So
was very classless, because if we're all joking, I looked at it like, I was really giving some good advice. Even though we joke, I'm giving good advice like, hey, you're really diesel and you don't really want to run up on people or tell people you're going to run down on them. And because people don't know if you're serious or not. And just run down, don't go with Disney. It just don't go with Disney. Pull up, don't go with Disney. You know what I'm saying? And, I just want to be clear.
One part I'm actually glad Mase made is about like how some of the prophets in the Bible died. If you look at the prophet Isaiah, he died by being sawed in half. If you look at Paul, he was beheaded. You know what I'm saying? So they stood for something. And so when people say like a fake gangster pastor, or like that these people aren't doing anything and they're staying out of harm's way, they couldn't be further from the truth, as we see like the persecution that goes on in different countries, for what people believe in their religion. So I'm glad Mace threw that point in there. That's just a sidebar. But as far as like what they got going on, I feel like, Shannon, like I said, I feel like he feels attacked by everyone right now. And it's people that he probably would have dapped up, just a few years ago, tripped out with, had a good time with. But one thing that Shannon is doing is he's entering that comedy arena, and he's getting people that expose what's going on, or say some things about what's going on in Hollywood and different places. And when you do that, you're gonna ruffle some feathers of some other people, so they're gonna say something back. It is what it is, right? Because your platform is so large, they could ignore it on some other platforms, they could let it slide. But the way Shannon Sharpe has like the culture and urban media, and even goes past that, like he's got Shannon's demographic is very vast right now, for the people that watch his stuff. So I think, you're going to have responses, because people's DMs getting filled up. They're seeing people turning against them online. It's all on their comment section and everything. So they're going to respond. So as long as Shannon is digging in that comedian pool, they're going to say something back to him. It's just how it's going to be, man. But, Shannon, if he feels like that's what he needs to do with his business, and that's the way he needs to continue, he just needs to know he's not going to have friends. Like he said, Kat gave him that advice about, people that you thought was cool with you is cooler with them. So, you going to have issues with them now. So, it is what it is, man. When you enter that arena, you got people telling their side of the story, and it's not favorable to people that may have thought they were good with you or may be indifferent. They're going to respond, for their name. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now, you could give them the platform too, but they probably want to go to another platform, since your platform is the one that stuff was aired out on. But at the same time, they may want the same audience to view their response. So it could work out a different way. Like if you got a Kevin Hart or somebody else like that to come on there and give their side, you'll probably get a lot of views. Mase, as far as Mase is concerned, that is a question that I had, and I think people was very upset, saying that was different in the comment section. He was at work and all that, but at some point, there's just a certain way people can't talk to you. If you don't tolerate disrespect, and you're going to stand on that as like a pulling up type of thing, then Shannon, at the very least, we'd love to have seen him snatch Skip across that table, but at the very least, we would have loved to have seen him go off script and say, no, forget the show. We're going to talk about this here right now, and not let him get away from that, and pull up on him and have that conversation right then when he's uncomfortable. And then if he didn't want to, that you off the set. You know what I'm saying, for the day. Like you chose not to come after the DeMar Hamlin situation. Y'all was breaking up on live TV right in front of us. The fist bumps was half-hearted and everything at the end. And Shannon has glowed up since then, So I ain't saying it didn't work out. I'm just saying when brothers respond, a lot of them's been responding. Now, Mike Epps, he probably just wanted some of the attention, but some of the people that Cat named that's responding, you got to expect them to respond. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.